had to realize the reason why they stay on me, even now, because of the type of clients I had, because they knew who their competitors are.
Mm-hmm.
See, once you reach that level of quality,
Yeah.
now you in the room with some hitters.
Of course.
You know, I may be good with design, but the dude I'm competing with, who I got to pitch for the job, he good too. A lot of people ain't gonna see your vision.
Baby, most people not gonna see your vision.
Especially if you that person that, for a long period of time, you was on their level. A lot of people get discouraged when they don't get their friends support. But because they don't got support from family and friends, and certain people that they even look up to, say, hey, just wait on that. Don't waste your money on that. When I sat down with Sister Mary, that's the first time excellence was brought up to me. She was like, you know, we'll pay your costs, this, and the other. I know you're good, but see, the work you deliver here has to be excellent.
I thought I had to chase who I was meant to be, but the more I grow, the more I see it's not about a role, a race, or a prize to claim. It's finding peace in my own name, just me, becoming serene.
When I sat down with Sister Mary, that's the first time excellence was brought up to me. She was like, you know, we'll pay your costs, this, and the other. I know you're good, but see, the work you deliver here has to be excellent.
That's
I
right.
was like, ooh,
I love it.
what do you mean by that? No, I'm literally in there. I've been in the
Yes.
game for like 10 years, and I'm like, but she said I was good. What she mean by excellence? What is this about? And then now that whole spiritual thing come in.
Yes, yes.
You know, you gotta, sometimes when you do certain work, you gotta do your research.
Most definitely,
You know,
yes.
you gotta know, like, I remember we was working on a job, like, stuff you do for the church is different than if I do something corporate.
Yes, yes.
So you really gotta know the culture
The symbolism.
of different things, because I can't design the same.
No job.
You know, and sometimes it be so funny in the church, they be like, we want to connect to the world, this, that, and the other. I be like, that's cool to say until I give you a design that's outside of the culture.
Yes.
You know, so you know, you kind of try to walk the line, but you got to be respectful of the culture. So you have to know what room you're in.
Right.
And now that, you know, TS Design is diverse, you know, I've been working with a bunch of different cultures, and even on the Latina side, you know, I've been really learning how to design in that area, and doing the bilingual thing too. You have to understand the culture, and then when you're working with quality, okay, what culture, whatever race you are, when those people reach a certain dollar amount, they compete against other high-end people. So it's a constant competition. Like, they watching. Like, if I pop off a website and they look at their competition and their website don't match up to that,
Right. Here we go.
we got a problem, because they know. And I'll always do a test, because they look at their clientele. People always love quality stuff.
Oh, yes.
That's why even poor people buy the most expensive stuff, because it just stands out.
Yeah.
And I would, you know, I remember one time I was watching one of my, you know, podcasts. They said, this is how you know the importance of the way things look. People always say, you know, look at the inner beauty, but they was like, to get people attention. And that's what advertising is.
That's exactly
Got to get
what
the
it
attention. Is we put down like a brochure or like a little pamphlet that somebody did at home.
Ooh.
And on their little computer, and it's printed out like at FedEx. And then we did a commercially designed by a professional designer. I think I had like a Mercedes little magazines out. Then we had like some paper thing with some cards, cars cut in.
Yeah.
And we just put them out, and then we just
Right.
told people this: hey, grab whichever manual. When you come in, just grab whatever booklet and have a seat. 97% picked up the Mercedes book. Because it just looked better.
Yeah, of course.
There's some there hold, you know.
And they were attracted to it.
And they was attracted to it.
Just
That's
let's
why,
be
and let me
clear.
know, appearance meant a lot. You go into a meeting, you know, health became a thing. That's why I always made sure I always looked the part going in. Because right when you go in the meeting, people are drawn
Of course.
to whatever looks better.
Yeah.
And then you can start to engage them
Right.
so they can see if they like the
Mhm.
inside. But you at least want to get their attention so they can at least
Right.
start judging you now
Mhm.
for your intellect. Because if ain't nobody co-signing for
Mhm.
you, hey, you want to get with
That's
my guy.
true.
You going in there,
That's true.
just meeting,
Yes.
they judging you.
Mhm.
That's what always bothered me. Say, hey, don't judge me. Well, sometimes you want to be judged. Because that kind of helps you.
Right. You are kidding.
You just don't want people to judge you on the negative.
Yes. Don't misjudge me. Let's just don't judge me wrong. Okay. So again, for our listeners, what would you say are think about it, 3 top marketing strategies that they should still practice? Are there any that you still practice, like continually, or have you had to adjust them and make any shifts based on just something that you know that's gonna win, that can be effective, no matter what their budget is? I know you can.
You
change it
just
there.
said the key word, and one of the things that I've always been blessed in is budget.
Mm-hmm.
Budget. That's what helped me, even in my ignorance. At least I budget.
That's very
I would
true.
sacrifice not getting certain things. I would
Yes.
sacrifice getting something cheaper.
Telling me no.
Telling you no, and even though you try to will it out of me and get it out of me, she's a great manipulator.
Do not call her manipulation.
Great manipulator. Now, I'm just
I
playing.
am not.
She has
I've outgrown
she
it.
has a sophisticated way of words.
Whatever.
But having that budget, because me, I'm not the flashy. Gotta have the biggest and greatest. If I can convince people, this is a rule. If you want to be an entrepreneur, whatever your salary is, if you can, see if you can survive off 50% of it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
The other 50%, just divide that up. 10% make sure if you're involved in any nonprofit or if you're religious like us,
Tithing.
tithe. That's very, very important. Tithing is extremely important. Or give to some type of charity group and be involved in it. I strongly suggest that if you're not part of the church and tithing. But I do believe you should be sacrificing monetary. If you want your business to grow in money, you got to sacrifice.
Yes.
And it took me a long time to
Sowing
understand
and reaping.
the whole benefits of tithing and why you should do it. But I'm so grateful that I'm consistent in doing it. And then invest back into, if you got a business going and some money's coming in, invest back into the business. Because especially how technology and everything, I don't care what business you're in, you could be a public speaker.
Yes.
Try to invest to make sure you're on top with everything that's top of the line.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yes.
Because when it comes to your business, it's an investment. You get to write it off.
Right.
That's one thing I always did was invest back into the business. And so budget, invest back into your business. I know it for a lot of people, you see your friends striving and you got to have a little money.
Not even their friends.
Oh,
They don't know those people.
They be knowing the people.
They don't
and
know
it's
the
like,
people on
I got to
social media.
flex. Man, like even with my cars, with the luxury, like luckily, we got a cousin who sells cars. He'll find the best deal for me. I never paid full price for none of my cars.
It's called favor.
It called favor, and I always had a nice car, and I will always pay a comfortable weight.
Right. Right.
Try not to have a lot of expenses personally.
Yeah.
Because you alleviate most people's stress in business is trying to maintain the things they have and run a successful business.
Not just maintain the things, they still trying to get more.
And then they try to keep up, because I understand, you got to go to certain events to get clients. You got to, so-called fake it till you make it. But, try to budget all that in so that you're not overspending. And then here's another big one, too. This is so big. I never had a lot of friends and stuff like that, so this wasn't a huge thing for me. But a lot of people, when a little money come in, they try to take care of everybody.
Oh.
They just start hiring everybody for family because they got to take care of them. until you reach that multi-million-dollar success and comfortable.
Unless these people are really the bomb at what they do.
Yeah, I mean, but I
They
see
wanna
it all the
just do it.
time, man. They just get unqualified people because they feel they gotta help them. And I understand that, y'all was in the trenches and you gotta find something from them. But if they suck, they just gonna hurt. They just gonna hurt your business.
Oh my God.
And sometimes those same broke people are giving you advice about your business, and some of those people take it, like, because they sit down with me, they be like, such and such said we should be expert. I'm like, hey, don't he work?
That is one of my favorite.
Like,
when
what?
I tell you that, I tell everyone this, that I learned in my business: do not take advice from someone you wouldn't trade places with.
That's good.
Like, are you kidding me right now? Like you said, you're working for me, or better yet, you don't even like your life. You complain that your life sucks, and then you gonna tell me what I'm doing wrong? Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many leaders
Oh,
you follow,
you're right.
because a lot of
You're
times
right.
they self-esteem because things are not going right. You're gonna have those periods. It's just a season. I'm telling you, it's hard. You're gonna probably can't breathe. You're gonna probably have a panic attack. Trust me. Those are the time that what I used to do is I used to drink. You get some spiritual clarity. And I know a lot of churches speak on, love yourself. It's all about you. Preserve your peace. But go to God, be like, God, give me the strength so I can solve these problems. Give me the strength just so I can breathe again.
Yeah.
To make it through another day and clear my focus. A lot of people don't know how to pray to get their body back working so they can go out and serve.
Look at you.
So that's what I try to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to put everything, because that puts me in a selfish mode. I don't want to be in a selfish mode. It's about you. It's about your peace. I need to be focused so that I can solve these problems. And my peace is going to come when I fulfill what my purpose is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's when your peace comes. It's when you fulfilling what your purpose is.
Is he becoming serene, or am I? Like,
You know what I'm saying? That's like everybody,
this
I
is
want
a
time,
family business.
because if you an entrepreneur and people be employed, and it all depends on where you at in life. Some people main goal for their life is, I don't want to work, I just want to travel, I just want to have fun 24/7. But most successful people that I know, when they try, they working.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been on these places when they supposed to be not working, but they still calling.
I was about to
be
say,
like, hey,
they
ain't
are
you supposed to be on
literally
vacation?
addicted to that. Yeah.
And they be like, excuse me, they be like, F that.
Yeah.
We back to work. Time is money.
Right. I most definitely. I can see that.
Because that's what they're at peace at. They have to be working.
Yes.
That's why they work out. That's why you see them CEOs taking care of their health.
Oh, God,
because they have these visions that they got these goals that they need to accomplish, because they know this is my purpose.
Yes.
This is what I have to do. And they know hard work pays off.
Most definitely.
And they always say work smart, which you do, but you're still working hard.
Hello, beautiful. I am so glad that you have decided to watch another episode of Becoming Serene. We cannot do this without you, but I need you to subscribe now. Not just subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share your favorite episode with one of your friends, because we want to grow our community and we cannot do it without you. Thank you so much. And until next time, always stay serene.
So you work hard, but make sure when you're working hard, you don't want to be stupid.
Didn't I ask
working
you
hard.
about marketing strategy?
What you mean?
I just thought about it.
Yeah.
I was like, what would you say?
Yeah, so
that
we went on.
Focus
So I did go on to that, but yeah. So I know it was budgeting.
Yes, you rode that.
Yeah. So yeah, I did. I wrote.
So
That's
most
so important.
definitely budget, and what else? I know another word that's your buzzword.
What's that?
It's part of the budgeting, but sacrifice.
Yeah.
Be comfortable with sacrificing.
Now, sacrifice cannot be you sacrificing something that was for yourself. You got to sacrifice. Let me rephrase that. It has to be a meaningful sacrifice.
What's like what?
Like, don't be one, I'm going to sacrifice not shopping.
Oh, right. Yeah, because that's not a big need. You
It's
just
not a
wanted
big need.
to.
That's just
right.
that was a want. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna just buy it. That's a well, you don't know. That's a huge sacrifice. You're
Right.
not supposed to be remember budget.
The first word was
That's probably
budget.
the one thing that's putting you in the hole.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But a sacrifice, could be like, hey, I'm gonna have to sacrifice not getting this check because I got to pay everybody else.
Yeah, and living beneath your means.
Yep.
Like you said,
Hey.
not getting that new car.
You know what? We can't go on this. I know we've been planning for this family
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
You got to go to the family. Like, hey, we can't go this year.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We're building this empire.
Yeah, exactly.
And I need the funds.
Mm-hmm.
Either because I had to make moves because I had to think about that. $5,000 on a trip, but we need this equipment.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But this equipment is gonna pull us, take us to
Yeah.
the next level.
Mm-hmm.
That trip is only gonna last 2 weeks,
Oh, yeah.
and then the sacrifice comes in, and this is the big talk. And you can chime in on this if you want. It's the work-life balance because I'm noticing a lot of people talking about that. And I was listening to the guy with the Jimmy John franchise. He just went on a tangent about work-life balance. He was like, "That's BS. Doesn't exist as anybody on my level. That's just a fantasy, something for employees that we,
I kind of agree with them. I don't believe in work-life balance the way society wants to set it up. Like you can have it all, so you can love your work and your life and still be rewarding or find it rewarding and everything. Not as entrepreneurials, like entrepreneurial minded. I think the same thing is that mine is all together. I don't separate the two. Like, especially now that it's a family business, that's probably why I'm the way I am, is that I'm just like, hey, we're all working on this together. So I don't separate, okay, this is my work, but my life is my work. It's my life's work. So I have to agree with that because when I first got even introduced to the word balance, not being a positive word, and it does when it was taught to me about rephrasing work-life balance or having balance in enjoying your career and life. What is my life separate from what my mission and my purpose is? My purpose is my work, and my family is part of that. Like, you all are my first purpose, and then everything that I'm called to do still involves you all. Like, that's probably why we all work together now. So I don't care for the word balance. I care for the word more harmony and harmonious because that's
what's
more.
the difference between balance and harmony?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Because think about it. When you hear the word balance, what do you picture? What comes to mind?
Something even.
A scale.
A scale. Something that balances out. Something that's at equal weight. Something that's equal.
Does that seem easy for you to do? If I asked you to go balance something, balance a checkbook, balance something, do you look forward to doing it?
Yeah, finance, well,
still.
About the only thing I can do is balance a checkbook, but when it comes to evening it out for the things that I have going on, that takes work.
All of it takes work, but I'm saying it doesn't sound enjoyable. Not that it has to, but it doesn't have to. Now
it sounds good.
But you asked what's the difference between that and harmony. Well, harmony means, like, when I picture harmony, I picture maybe a choir. I may picture even a band that when they play and everybody's in tune and they produce a sound and it's harmonious, it's pleasing. And I'm like, oh, that worked well. So when I have harmony at home, harmony at work, and I am able to function, and I'm not saying that everything is going to be perfect. That's it. It could be hell going on at home, hell going on at work. But my peace of mind is that, just like you said, I'm in a season and I can learn from this. What is it that I'm supposed to be learning? So now that we've had this brief conversation, what would you recommend for someone, say that they are, how can I put it? They would like to attract opportunities and not chase them. Like somebody that's like, instead of being an ambulance chaser,
Yeah.
How can people attract like yourself
That's a
that
good
now I also I have to say, you know, I'm a little excited and my shoulders are going back and my chest going forward and the head a little higher when people's like, your husband did this? I should have known. This is hot. And I should have known that I was gonna see Tia's design on the back of this. Like now you're attracting
Yeah.
opportunities. People want to work with you as opposed to you calling
Yeah.
and cold calling and everything.
Now, that's going back, because I know I talked about budgeting. One of the other main ones is discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what also builds reputation.
Yes, yes.
Consistently doing something, even if you don't like it, but you're doing it as if you love it. So you got to find something. I know people say you find something that you love to do.
Right.
You only know what you love to do when you're disciplined at it.
Ooh, say it again.
You only know what you love to do is when you're disciplined at it. Because you know you love it because it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it as if you love it.
Right.
You know,
right.
so it's you attract it because if you're constantly doing it, each day you're going to, hopefully, if you're good at it,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get better.
True. That's very good.
And that's how
true.
you'll know the gift God gave you.
Right, right.
Because if you're doing some consistency,
Let's go.
consistent, and you're not growing from it, or you're not getting better,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, I mean, you might want to think about it, and I don't know what your time period is, but I've seen people, they just probably love to dance. They're not a good dancer.
Oh, here
and
you
this,
go.
and be like, well, how you know that person's not good? Okay. This is how I explain it to people. You know you good is when you, that's why they call it a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's when people accept that
Ooh.
gift. So when you do something that you know
That's
is good,
good.
people automatically attracted to it. Even if you got a new idea, you're going to get people attention. Hey, what was that?
Yes.
What did you just do?
Yeah.
Or you see somebody doing something extremely,
And it seems
Rare.
effortless to them.
yeah.
Like, oh, you do that so well, and it doesn't seem like. And I love that you brought up something like dance because there are shows about that. I don't know if I could say the name of it or whatever, but there are shows about that, and they'll have underdogs, people who are not trained dancers, but yet people are rooting for them because they're consistently getting better.
Yeah, because
They're putting in the work.
I'm trying to remember how this guy worded it. He was like, an expert is somebody that does something easy.
Uh-huh.
Not easy, he said he does something normal
Uh-huh.
extremely well.
Oh, wow. I like that. An
You see what I'm
expert is
saying?
someone who does something normal but extremely
He
well.
does it extremely well.
I like that.
So that can be, just like a basketball. You got a bunch of basketball players, but somebody got LeBron James or somebody, or Steph Curry, they do it just extremely
Right.
well. And that was like
and
I
it's
was,
based on repetition and consistency.
and I give you another. You
Yeah.
see these streamers,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the new world I'm kind of studying,
Mm-hmm.
and I started looking at all of them, and one of the ones that stand out is Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he talks about. I mean, one thing he said is a borderline obsession with him.
Right,
That's
right.
all he could think about since he was a kid. All he could think about was YouTube videos.
That's crazy.
But his goal was to make him better and better. And this other guy, MKBHD, young black dude, full of integrity.
Mm-hmm.
I bought my car based off this dude's
Right.
videos.
Baby, you are addicted to watching him.
Since he
God.
was 15 till
Yeah.
now, this dude grew an empire. But I literally saw this guy.
Yes,
get
we've
better,
seen him transit.
better,
Yes.
better. That's when you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That you are on.
And you're right. Then you're attracted to people.
So I would tell
who are
people
like that.
the love of what you do from discipline.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my legs are literally cramping up. So I'm gonna need some of that Men Bliss energizing foot lotion I give to everybody else. What advice, so we could wrap this up in a neat bow, and I like people who say land this plane. I love that phrase. I'm like, nah, I use it. So we can land this plane a little bit. what advice would you give to someone like, okay, so listen, TS, and I know you get this often. You're not going to say anybody's names, and it's fine. We love you all.
The whole time I've been trying not to say anybody's name.
We appreciate you all, and we love you. But there are people who have great vision and no plan, no implementation plan at all. You know what? How would you advise them?
Like, I think vision is a superpower.
Ooh.
I love people with vision.
Yes, it is a superpower.
And I watched the show with Brad Pitt and George Clooney, Ocean's 11, the first one. Mm-hmm. George Clooney was the visionary.
You always say that. Mm-hmm.
But he went and got Brad Pitt.
Yes.
That had the plan to execute his vision. Mm-hmm. So I would tell people, you can have a great vision, but sometimes you're going to have to release it to somebody else to execute that plan. That somebody that you trust. Mm-hmm. Because some people try to do it all because they have the vision.
Right.
They just don't know how to delegate.
Right.
Or they're so scared and want to grip on like, hey, this is a great idea. And most visionaries, because they see it, it's a gift, it's a superpower. They literally see it. It ain't like a wish or not. They literally see the finish line. Mm-hmm. This is the results. And they get so happy, but they don't have a clue
how
to put it together. Now, if you're one of them visionaries that know how to set the plan, you a superhero.
There you go. Right.
That's why you
got
win
everything.
It. But for the ones who's struggling, I would tell you, if you can get yourself a Brad Pitt from Ocean's 11 to get you the team and get you all the tools and everything you need, make sure it's somebody you can trust that he ain't going to just snatch your vision and try to. But I always think visions are anointed, so can't nobody steal it. It's because that vision was for you.
I love that.
Because God put you at the finish line. So whoever you go to, I think God is going to put you in place, because if God shows you the vision and he didn't give you the plan, he's telling you, I need you to get some help.
Ooh, that's good.
And I'm telling you,
that's
boy,
good.
I see it all the time. Like,
that's so good.
Because even when I'm designing, and I think that's why I work so well, I work with a lot of people who have vision. My best work came from somebody who got a vision.
Yeah, you say that all the time. You're like, oh my God.
The stuff that come out their mouth, they just don't know how to put it together like me. And I've been like, wow, you thought of that? I'm like, I think I can work with that. And sometimes if they're all over the place, you'll try to, because sometimes people will talk to you at the way they're thinking. So I try to tell them to breathe, or sometimes type it out so that it'll make sense. Because sometimes the way people think can go over people's head. They got a great idea, but the way they explaining it, that's why a lot of times they get people that look at them like, that's stupid.
That's not
It probably is not stupid in a sense. You probably didn't explain it well. You probably just didn't, they probably, and then too, a lot of people ain't going to see your vision. Sometimes.
Baby, most people are not going to see your vision.
Especially if you that person that, for a long period of time, you was on their level. God gave you this vision. You want to step out on faith. This can be the hardest thing for people. And I'm glad we ended in on this, because the vision thing is, because a lot of people get discouraged when they don't get their friends' support. And you see it all the time. They got the money, but because they don't got support from family and friends and certain people that they even look up to, say, hey, just wait on that. Don't waste your money on that. And they be like, I can feel this. Like the voice. And, that sucks. Because some people only can identify you. Their relationship with you is how you are right now. That's how they know you. That's how they can communicate with you. Some people, and I don't think they're doing it purposely, but they like, a lot of people when it comes to friendships, they selfish. Like, hey, a lot of people need that friend. And so if your vision does play out,
where does it lead them?
Where does that lead them? So if that plan out, I'm going to have to change my life too.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about life-changing stuff.
Yes.
Think about somebody, y'all, I hear them stories like, hey, man, we was just two poor kids in the hood, and then I'm looking at them making mega millions. That's life-changing. And so a lot of times, their friends can't go with them. Not because they was bogus and left them, it's just the friend didn't see the vision.
Right.
And that guy, I'm going to tell you, when a visionary see their vision, it's like Holy Spirit, everybody is in their ear every day like, hey, where you at? This still
True.
not done.
True.
And they hear that voice, hey, this is still not done. And every day it gnaws on them, like, you know, you ain't supposed to be sitting here doing this. And once they make the move, your team or your friends or your family members, you know, they got to be willing to make that move with you. Now, if they don't, you got to have enough strength to either get some new contacts, a new team.
You should have been building that in the first place.
But that takes strength because a lot of times you got your crew and you hoping that, because you're excited, you hoping that they get excited. And a lot of times the team is excited.
They start to fall away, though, as you're grinding and as you're doing the work, and then you're not being able to hang out and do the same old things. They do. They get the hint. And I'm glad you mentioned the things that you brought up, because that's what I wanted to allude to next is how can you encourage, let's say, entrepreneurial-minded or even already entrepreneurs, how can you actually help them to measure success or progress without comparing themselves to, like...
That's a hard one.
Because it's so much. It's so much. Like, I go on social media literally to post or to do something. And I try not to spend a lot of time on there, because you get sucked in and start comparing.
Yeah.
So
it's something I'm curious to know how you feel about it, but I was listening to this one successful person, and success is measured on what you personally, what is your absolute joy for you.
I agree, most definitely.
You know, if you're a teacher and you teaching those kids and you seeing them grow, and that fulfillment of joy,
that's right,
that you get and you happy with it, you winning. Because I could be making millions of dollars,
that's
and
right,
I'm never satisfied. I'm and I'm keep comparing myself, and I'm living a miserable life.
It happens.
And I done seen people end up obtaining a whole bunch of success just probably to get their daddy to say they love them, or to say daddy for their father or their mother to say, hey, you done well,
I'm proud of you.
And they're not even looking at all the success and money that they made and everything that they're doing. They're just trying to get the attention of something that simple.
Yes.
And if that parent say, I'm proud of you, score, I did it.
Yes.
I made it.
Yes.
Parents finally acknowledge me. And so you in the world now is that people think, you know, I hear people just talking about billionaires. Like, do you realize how hard in the world, like, think how big this world is.
Yes.
In the whole entire world, I think it's close to 3,000 or a little over 3,000 people. That's a billionaire.
Right.
That's like 0.0 something percent.
Yeah, that's very.
And I hear people talking like, if that ain't your goal, you losing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So I'm just a failure.
So you see people, if they ain't getting, you know, if they ain't making over 10 million or 20 million, I'm like, man, I know people who ain't just making 50,000 a year, and their whole lifetime ain't going to even amass like, just 1 million. And people, and depending on what level they're on, they looking down at people like, man, I only made 3.5 million this year. Oh, man, suck. But in somebody else's world, like, oh my God, you made that much money.
Right.
You know, I was just this one conversation. Guy was like, you know, I'm doing 600,000 a year on my business, and somebody's like, that's it. And I was like, that's you doing good,
right?
You know,
that's once again, with whom are you surrounding yourself?
So who are you with to measure that success? Now, if you're around that crowd and everybody with making 20 million plus that, and the expectation is that,
right?
I think we were talking about that, and you said, hey, I can be that wife. But we was talking, I'm not going to name the organization, but status plays. Certain people do stuff strictly for status.
Right.
Which I'm not against. I'm all about status, and I think that builds reputation and stuff like that. But moderation, and you know if that's not your world, and I know that you probably love that person you see on the internet, or you when you go to your group,
right.
networking event, you love that person. but he can handle
Right.
those levels. If you're a person, your maximum joy is not on that level, you're happy just, I can do what I do, go home to my family,
Mm-hmm.
watch my sports, my wife
Whatever.
cook me a meal, if
Right.
that's how you running it, and I get to
Exactly.
see my kids
Exactly.
for the time being. If you happy with that and you loving it and you
Exactly.
looking for it, that's your life.
Grow with
Don't
it.
let nobody tell you you're not successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had a problem with that. I based success on money. So for years, I was happy for what I was doing, but I was like, well, I'm not on that person level. So
I did not know that.
yeah, I'm like,
What?
well, I'm not on that person level, so I'm not doing. Even though I was doing okay, but I'm comparing myself to this person.
Here we go. Comparison, the thief of joy.
I'm not doing like him. And then,
Mm,
like I said, my mentor online, when he told me how much he did in a year, I was like, man, I got to do that in order. Because I see his maximum joy. I'm like, do I need to do that?
Yeah, you do. You sure do. Whatever that number was. Let's
And
go.
I'm like, whoa. So I'm like, it's a good goal because you're accomplishing. And each year, I be like, for me, each year, if I do a little bit more, I'm winning.
Right.
Each year, if I'm able to have. And I think.
And I know you do get joy out of that. You're like, okay, I did this much last year, but right now I'm on track to do this one. I'm like, I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
what does
so
that mean for me?
So that's cool. So it's like cool when I see, I think Laura made the statement in her post saying how we connected. And then, some 20 years later, now my son is doing,
Right.
they're recording, doing what I was
Yes,
doing
yes.
with bigger and better technology.
So sweet.
That is something full circle. So that I'm at
That
the
is.
age that I want to be proud.
Right. Right.
Because now, think about it in our circles. Basically, we talking about our kids. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Most
talking
definitely.
about things.
Mhm.
We talking more so about accomplishments,
Mm-hmm.
our kids, what they doing, more what is like what we giving back. in the
Right.
church.
Right. Most definitely.
I want to flex on how much I'm giving away.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what
And
we
that's
want
why I
to do.
saw what wealthy people do. They ain't talking
That's
about how much
exact-
they made. They're talking about a
No.
deal,
No.
but they be actual fundraisers. They be talking about politicians.
Yes.
How you gonna make the world
You
better?
telling the truth.
They're talking about ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, that's the level of success that I'm rooting for.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be better. How can I serve people better? Because I think if
Sweet.
you got the mindset of serving people better,
Mhm.
you're gonna have to do better.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, look at
Because
you.
I think the disconnect, we so focusing on people's self help,
Mhm.
self mental.
Yes.
We're getting away
Self-serving.
self-serve. Everything is
Yes.
about self,
That's the
self,
truth.
self,
Yeah.
and nobody's talking about serving.
Yeah, and I mean, thinking about it, people try to say that self-care is important for your mental health, but I have always known and even taught our children, when you go out and give
Yep.
and you are kind, when your goal is to be kind to someone, I've never ever said, I want our children to just be happy. No, being happy is selfish because you want somebody to do something or give you something that will make you temporarily happy.
Yep.
But if you're out and trying to find someone to be kind to,
Yep.
that kindness is also going to come back to you, and that will
Yeah.
spark joy. Wrapping this up, landing the plane for like the third time. How would you describe, or what does becoming serene mean to you now as a husband, entrepreneur, mentor to others? Like, becoming serene, when you think about that, I know what it means to me. But
It's like a caterpillar. It's full development.
okay.
You're becoming something.
Mm-hmm.
So it means you're striving to be something,
Mm-hmm.
be something better, and through our ups and downs. And I hate using the word perfect,
Mm-hmm.
and I know people throw that out more of a metaphorical
Mm-hmm.
situation. But you always got to look for change. And that's what I
Love
see
it.
becoming serene is
Uh-huh.
accepting change. Because she has to become.
Mhm.
You have to become. Me,
Mhm.
I have to become.
Yes.
And to become something, you have to change.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is the same. Our business is totally different than what it was 25 years ago.
Yes.
Than what it
yes.
is now. So
Mhm.
it's a constant change. And like you asked me earlier in the conversation, how I had to be self-taught. Web design was new. They wasn't teaching web design at school, at least not at my school. So I had to learn that. You see what I'm saying? And then I couldn't even get work from it once I learned.
Right.
Because, wasn't nobody who looked like me going into a corporate office like, hey, let me build your websites.
True.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So true.
So times has changed. You had to keep developing. New technologies came out, mobile phones, apps. Now we're going into the AI phase. You know what I'm saying? And now we into this. It used to be broadcasting. Now streaming.
Ooh.
It's a lot of stuff,
That's
but
so true.
you're constantly evolving. And so I would say, becoming serene means change.
Wow. Okay. Last thing, what encouraging words then will you leave for our listeners to someone who, let's say, is like yourself, but 25 years ago, they have something, they feel called to something, they are creative and they have had people, say kind words before, whatever, but they're just scared. They just won't jump.
That's a good one, babe. I put it to you like this. Like when Jacob and Mackenzie came to us, and they were pretty clear of what they wanted to do. They were scared about, do we really need to go to college? Like I said, I was working with Jacob since he was 12 or 13. I saw his skills manifesting. And so Mackenzie with her writing and stuff, and, have a voice. Even if you're scared, Dr. Winston did a whole series on word power. It's power in your words.
That's the truth.
So even if you're scared, at least pray, ask God to give you some strength, and start speaking
Wow,
what
that's
you want to
good.
do. And the thing is, you're always going to be scared. Fear,
that's true.
it's going to always be there. That's an emotion. I believe you can't control it. It's just going to come up on you.
Right.
But I always pray, God, give me the opportunity to move in my fear.
Oh, that's good.
And I'll never say, don't have me be fearful, because that's just a part of your being.
Yeah.
But have me still perform if I'm scared.
I'm grateful you brought that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have me to still focus when those times I can't breathe. Because some people say, I can't move.
Right.
When they get fear and stuff like that, even when they feel like they're in that
They're
depressed
paralyzed
state,
by it, yes.
They get paralyzed. When they have anxiety, that's what it is, anxiety.
Yes.
You remember, I had panic attacks and stuff like that. Well, God, get me through this. Don't get me scared to not try it again.
Right. Truth.
Help me do it again. Help me learn from this. Where did I go wrong? Where did I freak out? Where did I hyperventilate at? All right, we're going to turn that down. And then 2, boom. Listen to your body.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because your doctor I'll give you another example. When I went to see the doctor, she was like, you got high blood pressure. Ooh, what does that cause from?
Yeah.
And I was like, I stopped drinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out. She was like, are you stressed? Yeah, a lot going on. And then she was like, how many times a week are you working out? I said, 1. She was like, well, increase your working out and relieve your stress.
Decrease that stress. That's right.
And in my head, I'm like, all right, I got to go figure out how to I call my trainer. We increase the days.
Yes.
And then I do a day on my own.
Right.
And then I just looked at my workload. Okay. I don't need to work over there. So some people I have to tell no to.
Right.
That a sacrifice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this has been pulling on me. Oh,
Yes.
this person here really stressed me out. Gotta cut them loose.
Yeah.
When certain people call, it's okay. To reach success, this is going to be your favorite word too. Closing it out. It's no.
Ooh, no is a full sentence.
Oh
no.
my God. And I know it's easier said than done, because certain people that you love.
Right.
And that sacrifice come in, because I had to do this to a couple of clients. I just like what they were doing, but they were stuck.
Oh.
And so I started getting people that was here, but they were still here.
Yes.
Even though I love them.
Yes.
Great people. They call, great conversation. They're so great. They make me feel good. But Magic Johnson said he started getting deals here.
Yes.
So he said, you got to at least match
Yes.
the lowest point of that
Of course.
level.
That's true.
Because he
That's
said
true.
from here, I just want to keep going up.
Right.
So I was like, I can't, because I like that it's just comfortable, but it's stressing me. Because I'm trying to figure out how I can help somebody down here. You know what I'm saying? And they make you feel so bad too. When I was telling, I was like, you know what? I got to refer you to somebody else. And they'll do the spin on you because they like working with you.
Of course.
And it's like, you know, you're not giving me enough, and I got some clients that are really invested in the business. And be honest with them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, you got to do a Ray Charles on. Can you match it?
Oh.
Can you match it? But, you know, once I relieved that stress, you know, because she was trying to put me on medication. And I was like, I'll come see you in 30 days. Give me 30 days, 30 to 45 days. And I think I went back in 45 days, got my pressure down, lost a little weight, and the stress level just felt better.
Great job.
But yeah.
Wow. This was a great conversation.
This was good.
So good. And I know necessary because you hold so much in. Like I keep telling you, you need to share the wisdom and the knowledge that you've acquired over these years. It's ridiculous. I'm going to have you write a book or do a course or something because I keep telling him this, people. Like,
it is so funny is you meet so many different entrepreneurs, and because I didn't specialize in a specific area.
Right.
So, you know, I've been working with hospitals.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Universities and education.
Yes.
Product.
Cosmetology, churches, organizations, events, everything.
And so you just really see how these leaders take risk and how they manage that risk.
Yes.
And, you know, you just see all their wisdom and you just take it all in and you learn from it.
Right.
So,
well, hopefully.
Yeah, you know.
A lot of people get cut before they can learn from it.
Praying for them.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's so wonderful of you. Thank you so much again, listeners. Becoming Serene family. We're family now. It's been over 30 episodes. And guess what? We'll hear more from TS more often because I keep getting questions and requests like, what else does TS know? So we'll go ahead and make this a segment. He paying for it, may as well. I hope you have enjoyed what we discussed on today. And if you did, share this conversation with a friend, a family member, definitely a fellow entrepreneur or somebody you know that has just been struggling with the decision, because it is definitely worth it. I promise you. It's always worth it to bet on yourself. I promise you it's always worth it to bet on yourself. Because remember, if you're working for someone else, you're building their empire. You're building their brand. You're making them wealthy. And they're never, ever going to let you make more than them. Ever.
And baby,
what?
You said it.
What did I say?
And I've been seeing a lot of wise men. I've been hearing them. One thing I want to say to you ladies, if you're watching, have your man, go get your man.
Go get your man.
If you got one. But one of the best decisions you would make in business and just in life is your partner.
Truth.
So get yourself a partner.
Truth.
It's always easy for two people to bring a couch in than just one.
That's so funny. To bring a couch in. What? You've been trying to tell these jokes. What do you mean bring a couch in?
You don't carry a couch in. It's two people.
I'm not carrying the couch. I'm not carrying the couch. You're still going to carry the couch yourself. So thank you so much again for watching. We love you. And we appreciate. I'm not helping you bring the couch in. Thank you so much for watching once again. This is Becoming Serene with Ruth Devanay Southall. I was the best choice, darling. Period. And until next time. Hey, before I even say my end line, did you hit that subscribe button yet? And the notification bell, because we do this just for you. I didn't eat dinner yet. Just for you. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, stay serene. Say bye, Tree.
See you guys later.
Oh, my God. What?